Good morning. We're going to jump northbound here on Cedar or 77. Take a quick drive around the region here and see how the roads are this morning across the region. For those who don't know, we are in the Twin Cities. Winter storm impacted the region last night, or began last night just after about midnight. Dakota County, which is where I am right now, is in a winter storm warning. They're supposed to get about 4 to 6 inches of snow, roughly speaking. We'll see if that pans out or not. Twin Cities region to the north, they were under, just north of the river, I should say, they were under a winter weather advisory around more 3 to 6 range for impacts from that. If you haven't yet, please like and share the stream. Greatly appreciated. Really help us get the word out about this live stream this morning. Overall, the roads don't look to be too bad. Oh, there's an accident right there. Going southbound on Cedar, looks to be a 2-vehicle crash. There's a car that's T-boned on the top of the snow pile on the left side there. We'll have to get on the highway here. We'll come back and we'll go take a look at that. How did you manage that? Like I said, winter storm warning is in effect for this area, as you can see from the sign we're about to pass here. We are on northbound Cedar or 77, about to go over 35. We'll turn around here briefly on 35 ramp and come back southbound just so you guys can see that car accident. Roads overall don't look to be in too bad of condition, but many untreated roads, elevated surfaces, those will all be slick. I've noticed a few spin-offs due to the slick roadways as well. So do take it careful, though the roads don't look to be that bad. They are likely a little bit slick. I'm going to bet this tow truck in front of me is likely going to be going around to that accident we're going to as well. We will see here shortly. This is what I assume. This tow truck in front of us is like going to be going to the same area we are. There's that car on top of that snowbank that we saw. You're about to see a car on a snowbank here. How someone manages that, beyond me. So now we're on southbound 77. Gonna turn around here at McAndrews. We'll go back northbound and see what other direction spinoffs we can find along the way. Not too bad this morning. I looked at when I looked at the MDOT app. Overall, not a lot of accidents that I've seen, but there are a few spinoffs. A lot of those have been on the on-off ramps. Those can be slick on the turns. As you can see, this one, for instance, isn't plowed too well. There are some spots that are salted, but take it slow this morning. There's a plow. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go down McAndrews to 11. We'll hop on at 11:35 and take 35 from there. If you are out and about and your car's been outside, please do remember to clean up the top of your cars. The truck in front of me you can hardly see because the snow's flying off the top of this truck like if I'm sitting outside. It can be hazardous, especially if it's been sitting a while. You could have sheets of ice fly off your car, so please clean off your cars in the mornings, or if you're going to drive at all. Good morning, good morning. Currently going north on 11, about to hop on 35 north. The 35E northbound. Just gonna miss a plow gang here. Plow gang's right behind us to the left of the screen here as they're clearing out northbound 35E. Just joining us, please like and share the video. Help us show the people across the region here what the weather's like and the morning commute's going to be like. Dakota County, or at least areas south of the Minnesota River and Mississippi River, are across the Twin Cities area under a winter storm warning, as you'll see from the sign coming up here shortly. There's your sign. Areas north of the rivers are in a winter weather advisory, more in a 2 to 4, 3 to 6 inch range for snow. Overall, the roads don't look to be that bad, but they are still a little slick in spots, especially the on-ramps, off-ramps, and turnarounds. So if you're going to be out and about this morning, please take it slow, take it easy. Yeah, like I was saying, the roads don't really look that bad. Still got to drive carefully though, obviously. Earlier in the video, we did have one car already that basically propped itself on top of the snow drifts going southbound on 77. So people still managed to somehow lose control in these conditions. We're about to go under 77 North, or Cedar Avenue. This is the Apple Valley area. According to MDOT, there were a few spin-offs along this route here. Again, we are on 35E northbound, going towards St. Paul. Yeah, thankfully we have really good visibility this morning, at least so far. The snow's lightened up just a little bit. There are chances still through at least 9 a.m. this morning for some additional accumulation, additional spurts of moderate to heavy snow. We are going under, or we'll be passing Diffley Road up here. I think we just passed Cliff. Boycott, you're saying Diffley Road's your exit? Egan's a great place. I lived there 2 years and then I moved to the Apple Valley area. Love Egan. Love the Twin Cities area. Lived here now 3 years. 3 years total before moving up here. I was in Oklahoma before moving up here. I lived in the Midwest almost my entire life, other than the 2 years I lived in Oklahoma. So, driving under Diffley right now. Overall, again, the roads don't look too bad. Looks like the far right lane here is a little messy. Usually they keep the right and the center lanes pretty clean. The far left lane's usually the snowiest, but they flipped it this time. For those wondering, I'm going about 45 right now, between 45 and 50 with the slick conditions. Speed limit's usually about 70, so taking it easy this morning. Better be safe than sorry. Very responsible speed. I was up until about the 2 a.m. time frame with gathering some videos of the initial snowfall last night, and then I'm up here, got up here around 7 o'clock. So, quick turnaround, try and cover what the conditions have been last night. Again, snow started just after the midnight time frame on the South Twin Cities. Snow is quickly collecting and on the road surfaces as it started. Came down pretty heavy pretty early. Looks like most people got the memo to drive slower in these conditions, minus that car passing us on the left. They were going 35, 40 now with this little bit of congestion here, but I'm not going to complain too much. We're about to pass Pilot Knob, Yankee Doodle exit here. Again, northbound 35E. See, conditions are okay. The highway here, as we've gotten north, has gotten a little more snow covered. Snowfall rates, though, they've increased just a little bit here, which again, I expect that through this morning. Looks like we're starting to run into a little more congestion here going towards the St. Paul area. I know MDOT was showing some wrecks up here coming up towards this cloverleaf, so I wonder if some of this congestion is due to that. A lot of congestion, looks like, trying to get off 35 onto 494. I'm going to assume there's probably a car in the ditch up here. If you're planning on commuting this morning, planning on using 35E going northbound towards St. Paul, there's quite a decent amount of backup here going from the 35E to 494 exit. These are all cars backed up to that. It's still a half mile away, and all these cars are backed up from there. So just a heads up, if you're trying to make that commute this morning, pretty decent congestion here. Good morning, everyone, by the way. Happy, what is it, Thursday? Happy Thursday. If you haven't, please like and share this video so we can get the word out about the driving conditions this morning across the Twin Cities region. Again, we are going towards St. Paul on 35E. The congestion you're seeing on the right, these are people merging onto 35E from Lone Oak and trying to merge off of 35E onto 494 east and west. Pretty congested. Roads in this area have actually gone downhill, it looks like, likely compacted from all the traffic. Definitely slick conditions in this region. If you're going to be out here, please take it slow this morning. It appears we have congestion all routes out here. 35E, 494. We are coming up to that intersection now. So traffic on the right is merging 35E to 494 east. That looks to be the slow route as of right now. And then on the left side of our screen here, all this backup on the left is everyone's continuing on 35E towards St. Paul. We're now entering the city of Mendota Heights. Oh, there's a car right side of the screen that went off the road on the on-ramp to 35 there. So again, on-ramps, off-ramps, cloverleafs, those areas seem to be the trouble spots for most areas this morning. You can see, though, the lane we are currently in is not best plowed. I'm gonna hop in here in front of this truck. Heavy traffic again going into St. Paul, 35E, going northbound into St. Paul is where we're currently traveling. Going about 10 miles an hour as of right now, so decent amount of traffic. I might take this off ramp up here and try and divert around it. We'll see here. I have a feeling there's likely some wrecks coming up around this bend. I'm not seeing any. I have not taken this route in the morning in a long time. Been stuck on night shift the last 2 weeks. So I'm usually going to bed at this point. We're going to take this exit. Definitely recommend leaving more room. Those cars right there in front of us. I guess texting and driving, so he's not paying attention. Doesn't take much to cause your car to slide in this slick conditions here, so give yourself some room. .76 today, and I'm assuming that's North Carolina, NC. That sounds nice. It is 28 right now here in the Twin Cities area. A balmy 28. This is pretty warm though for January in the Twin Cities. It's usually our coldest month. January and February. And now we got a cool down coming here. I believe this coming weekend. Gonna see temps probably back in the teens, lows in the single digits, maybe even a couple negatives. A little more on par for this time of year. Had a lot of snow though. Last year I think we had a total of like 50.1, 50.3 inches of snow, and as of beginning of January we were already at like 50.4. So we're seeing over what we saw last year for snowfall, and then we easily getting over our average, which is about 50 inches. I haven't checked what it is as of lately, but believe we saw at least 3 inches the other day. And I'd say there's maybe a 2-3 inch depending on where you are in the Twin Cities this morning. I'm going to take a right here on 62 and go over 35, and we'll try and jump back on the highway a little further north. Taking 62 westbound as of right now. Side roads do not look to be in the best condition. You can consider this a side road, I guess that is. Actually, we'll stay on this road. We'll head towards the airport. See what it looks like over that way. This will bring us towards 55. So we're going to head towards 55, cross over the river towards the airport. Maybe we'll take a quick swing over by the airport, and then we'll take a drive towards St. Paul and see what it looks like downtown St. Paul this morning. About to cross 13. I believe there's a Mendota Heights police officer here at the intersection. Yeah, Mendota Heights, here's 13. Have a great day, Boy Scout. Thank you for joining us. Merging on from 62 to 55 now. Going westbound. In the backdrop, you might just barely see it. There's that little colored screen on the right. That is the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. We're now going over the Mississippi/Minnesota River. To the left is where the Minnesota and the Mississippi come together and it becomes the Mississippi. Take a quick swing over by the airport here and see what it looks like, how operations are going, and then we'll continue on our way towards St. Paul. If you haven't yet, please like and share the video. Help us get the word out about the conditions this morning across the Twin Cities, what the commute might be like for everyone. Greatly help us. We're going to take this exit here, 16B for 5 West. We'll go just south of the airport. Jumping now back west on 5. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll have a plane that might land right in front of us here. What we'll do is we'll swing around. Oh, there's a plane landing just behind us. Shoot, we missed it. That would have been fun. What we'll do is we'll swing around the airport here. We'll go to the viewing area of the airport and see if we can't see some planes taking off and landing and seeing if they're cleaning the runways. Still light to moderate snow ongoing in the area here. This road looks to be the best road so far we've driven on as far as plowing goes and conditions. We're now on the west side of the airport. off here at 24th Avenue. Going to head towards the viewing area here at the airport. On the right, you might see some Mack plows clearing the airport roads around it. Airport here is on the right. Comes a couple plows. We'll go here quick into the airport viewing area to see what it looks like here at the airport. This is a good test of one's wireless abilities there. Didn't lose service in the tunnel. It's good to see. So on the right, you'll see the airport, Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Again, we're going towards the viewing area here to see what it's like at the airport. UPS hubs on the right as well. You'll see a few UPS planes sitting there. As we come around the bend, we'll see the FedEx facilities as well. Sun Country in front of us there, being de-iced. Left and right are the FedEx facilities now at the airport. This is the viewing area here at the Minneapolis International Airport. Over here, just behind my dash cam, there's a grader clearing a highway right there, clearing a side road. We'll see here briefly a Congo line is what they'd like to call it, of them clearing the runways for the airport up here. Morning, Grams. How you doing? It's been a while. So straight in front of us right there is the tower for Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport. To the right over there is the main hub, Terminal 1. Coming into frame here shortly, right over here by the clear zone. You'll start seeing some trucks, hopefully blinking lights. That's the conga line running up and down the runway here, trying to get it clear. You guys are getting snow and ice next week. I think I saw you what you said there, Grams. It's good for you guys. You guys could use some moisture. Have a couple MDOT plows behind us, or not MDOT, Mack trucks behind us. See them shoveling off the sidewalk in front of us here. Overall operations don't look to be too bad out here. I'm gonna give them room to do their work though. We'll keep on driving around. So this is the viewing area at the Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport. It's a nice area. Often come here. Grab a lot of my video for my video brokering from here. We'll go ahead and follow these plows in front of us and we'll go back away. We'll head towards St. Paul. Continue on showing you guys the commute here. On the left, here's the FedEx facilities. On the right's also FedEx, where they store their trucks for shipping. Coming around the bend here in front of us, you'll see a Sun Country plane believe they either got just de-iced or they're going to get de-iced. This is where Sun Country's doing their de-icing, is right in front of us. He's going to get de-iced. He's pulling up to be de-iced. So it's really cool to see. In front of us, you'll see two Mack trucks clearing the airport roads here at the airport. Looks like they're turning. If you haven't yet, please like and share the video. Help us get the word out there about the conditions this morning across the Twin Cities, just in general too. We'll be heading back towards the main drag road. We'll hop on 77 on the north side of the airport, capital of Minnesota, St. Paul. Thanks for joining us, Grams. Have a great rest of your day. All right, we're about to jump on 77 North. This is on the north side of the airport, Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. And then we'll jump on the eastbound route of 55 to go towards 5 and then go towards St. Paul. Snowfall rates have increased just a little bit here this morning, as a little bit heavier band looks to be working through the Twin Cities region. Alright, going back eastbound. Gonna get towards 5 and then go west on 5 to St. Paul. Roads on the east side of the airport here don't look to be in that bad of shape. MDOT's done a great job of keeping the roads clear this morning. Again, main drags aren't too bad this morning. The on and off ramps still are a little dicey, a little slick. The clover leaves are in slick conditions. Be a little bit slick. Blade just took off right over us. I don't know if you guys saw that on the video or not. Nope, there's a car in the ditch on the right there. Looks like they lost control going from 55 east over. Alright. Jumping off of 55 to go on to 5. Again, these on and off ramps are a little slick. Gotta take it slow through these areas. Going over the river again on the right here. I believe that is the Mississippi River, if I remember correctly. We're now getting into St. Paul, the outer limits of St. Paul. Might get a little bumpy through here. This road isn't the greatest. Again, I apologize in advance if this section of the video is a little shaky. This road's pothole city. So main drags again don't look to be too bad. A lot of the snow here in that middle turn lane, the suicide lane, but overall conditions really are not that bad. Secondary streets though, I'm sure are slick. Crews will be working on getting to those throughout the morning here. We're on 7th Street in Lexington, passing Lexington. We're on 17th Street, heading towards downtown St. Paul. We're about to cross over 35E. Take a quick look at the conditions look like there. Pretty, it's not too bad finally on 35E. Looks like conditions are starting to lighten up a little bit. Pull in front of me. Snow is still falling here this morning. It's lightened up just a little bit now. Heaviest bands were supposed to come through early this morning, between about that 1 and 4 or 5 a.m. time frame. For anyone who just joined us, we're going towards St. Paul, the capital of Minnesota here. We're on 7th Street. Take a look here what the morning commute is across the capital of Minnesota. Since we're on the north side of the river, they had a winter weather advisory for the region. About 3 to 6 inches of snow, roughly speaking, was forecasted for them. On the south side of the river, Dakota County southward, they're under a winter storm warning. More in that 4 to 6 range is expected down there. If you were in southern Minnesota, they're expected to get more towards that 8 inches of snow. I'm not sure on snow totals this morning. The last I checked, I saw Minneapolis Airport saw maybe 2 inches of snow so far. So it looks like this one might have been lower end of those snow totals. I was not able to get a measurement this morning, but it looked like we had maybe like 3 inches this morning. Again, sorry for any shakiness on this video. This road is not in the greatest shape. You'll start to see the downtown skyline for St. Paul start to come into the background here shortly. We're coming into downtown St. Paul, taking 7th Street, working northeast right now. That pointy looking building in front of us is the Ecolab building. Overall, main drags are in pretty good shape. I'm sure some secondary streets are a little more rough shape. Looking off to the right there, that's Grand Avenue and Ramsey Street. Looks a little messy. What we'll do here is we'll swing, take a left and take a stroll past the Capitol. On the right is the Xcel Energy Center, where the Wild play. Temperatures increased this morning when we were out began this video. Temperatures are around 28 degrees. Now we're up to 30. That'll help with at least the treatment of the roads compared to our past snowstorms we've received, where temperatures were pretty cold and the salt brine mixes were not able to be as efficient. To our right, if I can turn this a little bit here, back over here is the Capitol building. We're making our way over that way, slowly but surely. that guy lost control going around the bend there. He's fishtailing it quite a bit. Now on, I believe it's Kellogg. On the right will be the History Center. And this will take us directly to the Capitol building. Middle of the screen there is the Capitol of St. Paul. It is our Capitol building here in Minneapolis. We're in the state of Minnesota. Roads appear to be a little bit sloppier around here. We're working downtown now, St. Paul. We're on Cedar Street. Good morning, Colorado Springs. I believe you guys just saw a nice little burst of the snow yesterday. How much snow do you guys end up getting out there? I don't remember seeing any snow totals. I know there was, I believe, a pretty big pile up on 90 near near the Aurora area, if I remember correct. It's looking like what we got about here is a few inches. So St. Paul, Minneapolis area, they were under a winter weather advisory, so 2 to 4 was roughly expected for them. South of the river, Dakota County into southern Minnesota, they're under winter storm warning. They're forecasted more to get that 4 to 6 inches, and then if you got into southern Minnesota, more towards that 8-inch mark. I'm not 100% sure what the totals were down there exactly. It looks like this will be on the lower end of snow totals, though, from driving around this morning. It is still snowing here this morning. We'll see how much more we get this morning with that. I am now in front of the First National Bank building here. Again, this is downtown St. Paul. We're at 4th in Minnesota right now. Main drags overall, pretty good shape. Some of the secondary roads are still a little bit sloppy. I'm sure those will improve throughout the morning here, especially as crews get out and treat them a little bit more. Temps are sitting around 30 degrees this morning. It's already increased 2 degrees since we started the live stream. Jumping on Minnesota Street here, working northeast now. Take a right here. Warming up a little bit at least. I know we got a big cool down coming for us this weekend. Likely highs in the teens, lows in the single digits. Might have one night in the negative single digits. We'll see. I haven't looked so much at that lately. Been focusing on this current winter storm, and then I think we have another chance for snow towards the end of this week as well. In front of us, the CHS field, St. Paul's minor league for baseball. So this here is CHS Field. Again, if you haven't yet, please like and share the video. It really helps us a lot to get the word out there about the conditions here in the St. Paul area from this winter storm. We are heading now towards the Union Depot in downtown St. Paul. We are heading back now on Kellogg Boulevard, heading southwest. On the left, and then in front of us here is the Union Depot in the St. Paul area. To our left, far left, would be the Mississippi River. Take a quick left here on Shepherd and, oh no, this is Jackson, sorry, Jackson. Take a turn towards the river there. So that in front of us there would be the Mississippi River. Ooh, there's some plows behind us. Let's see if I can't reroute ourselves and get us behind those plows. That might be cool to see. Yes, so to the left is the Mississippi River. We're about to go under the Wabash Bridge. Bring us to the other side of the Mississippi River in St. Paul. Wanted to try and get us behind the plows that are behind us, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. Here's what we'll do. We'll pull over here in this left turn. Sneak in behind the plows here. Alright, there's M-Track clearing out some tracks and switches. not supposed to plow or you're not supposed to pass MDOT plows. There's an SUV in front of us, but you can see between the two plows up ahead. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. I have a feeling they're going to turn around there and go back the other way. And I think what we'll do is we will do the same thing. See if we can't follow them back the other direction here. Wait for them to get back on the road and turn around, and we'll follow them. So we'll likely be following these plows on Shepherd Road going back towards the Twin Cities. This is Ramsey County plows doing their county roads. Run, little puppy, run. Heading northbound on Shepherd towards Minneapolis, following two Ramsey County plows. Now the law says you're not supposed to pass plows. I'm going to assume this van on our left will probably try and pass these plows. And they are not supposed to. For those just joining us, we're on going towards St. Paul here, following two Ramsey County plows. St. Paul's on our left and right along the Mississippi River. We'll let these guys do their thing. We're gonna venture off here and go back towards St. Paul. You can barely make out the St. Paul skyline in the background as light to moderate snow continues to fall across the region here this morning. Overall, the roads are in pretty decent condition. Local plow crews have been doing a pretty good job of keeping up with the snow. It wasn't too heavy, at least across the Twin Cities it wasn't. We'll start heading back towards the South Twin Cities area, Southern Twin Cities, Eagan, Burnsville, Apple Valley area. Yeah, roads are, well, MDOT just, or the Ramsey County just came through and cleared this going the opposite direction here, going back westbound. So I'm sure that helped a lot. They just put down a lot of salt. But yeah, overall the roads are really not in bad shape whatsoever. They've done a lot better job of clearing the roads this time around than they have our last couple snowfalls. But granted, this snow is a lot more manageable than the 15 inches that we had in our last snowstorm. This one again, I think, will be on the lower end of the snow totals. Minneapolis, St. Paul are supposed to be more in that 2 to 4, 3 to 6 range. I think they probably saw more on that lower end, 2 inches, 3 inches. South of the river, again, they're under a winter storm. South of the river, 4 to 6, some locally higher, 7 plus might be possible, but I think we'll see the lower end of those totals as well, more towards that maybe 3-inch mark. Snow continues to fall though, so we can still pick up maybe a couple more inches throughout the day today, but we'll have to see how that transpires this morning. On the right again is the St. Paul. On the left is also St. Paul, but Mississippi River is also visible down there. To watch transpire as well. You guys badly need some form of moisture though, so at least it comes in some form, whether that be snow or not. Do you happen to know how much snow you guys are supposed to get there, Gramps? I haven't looked at the forecast there. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but on the right side is a blower truck used for cleaning out the switches on the railroads. Yeah, 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of snow is not going to be much for the Oklahoma City area, that's for sure. But you guys, you might still be managed to squeak out some wrecks out there with that. Surprisingly, there were not many accidents across the region here from what I've seen from this snowstorm, at least in the Twin Cities. Snow is coming down pretty good though. This morning I was up till about 2 a.m. I was out covering the initial impact of the storm. That started around just after, I'd say, the midnight time frame. The flakes started to fly. So I was out covering that and woke up again this morning just around 7 o'clock to cover this live stream here. So definitely the roads are in a lot better condition than I thought they're going to be with that initial snowfall we were receiving At times this morning we received 1 to 2 inches an hour. At least that's what was forecasted. I know when we were out and the snow started first falling, it was collecting pretty quickly on the highways and the roads. So I'll say the MDOT crews and the county crews have done a wonderful job keeping these roads pretty clear. Main drags, again, as of 9:30, looking pretty decent shape. I'm sure secondary roads, bridges might be a little slick, but nothing that Twin Cities can't handle. We'll be jumping on 35E southbound here shortly. See how this on-ramp looks here. That's been the other trouble spot this morning, has been the on and off ramps have been a little slick. This one doesn't look too bad, other than the carpool lane looks a little snowy. '50s. I don't know what our high is here today. I'm assuming it's probably in the low 30s, but 50s is pretty cold for you guys. Well, it's about average actually for this time of year. Cooler than it's been. I think you guys had a warm spell not too long ago. I think someone said it was in the 70s there the other day. '72 last week. Yeah, that'll definitely feel a little cold. I'm trying to think the last time we saw 70. Had to be back in October. I think it was November or October probably is when we last saw maybe our last 70. I can't remember. It's been a while. For anyone who just joined us, we are on southbound 35E, heading towards the Eagan area, Eagan, Minnesota. This is just on the south side of the Twin Cities. Winter storms working through the area. Bulk of it came in early this morning. Started around midnight. Roads are in pretty decent shape. On and off ramps are a little slick. Some bridges might be slick, and secondary roads are likely slick. Crews will be working on those throughout the morning period here. Still some light to moderate snow ongoing. Could see some additional light accumulation, but with temperatures in the 30s as of right now, any salt brine product should keep the roads in pretty good shape. Again, if you like the content we're doing, please like and share the video. It would really mean a lot to us if you did that. If you're late to the video, Towards the beginning of the video, we captured a car that had lost control and parked itself on top of a snowbank in Apple Valley area. I'm not sure how he managed that one, but he did. Roads are definitely very clear. Our plow crews have done an amazing job this morning keeping these roads clear. Thank you very much for sharing. That off-ramp on the right there looks a little messy. I wonder if that car's still in the ditch up here. Yep, that car is still in the ditch on the left side over here. Man, they're way off there. How did they manage that? Impressive. Normally I would stop and check on vehicles like that were in the ditch, but because it's not an easy area to get around to, I'm gonna assume they've been checked already too. They've been there for about 45 minutes to an hour. Stopping on a pulley for an on-off ramp also is not a good thing to do to put myself in a bad situation. So I will skip checking on them this time around. Left side of the road, you'll see two more plows working northbound 35E. Going through the Eagan, Minnesota area now. Coming up on Yankee Doodle Road. I actually used to live off the Yankee Doodle 9 months ago now, something like that. On-off ramps look to still be a little messy. These center and right lanes also look to be kind of messy, so crew's still got a little bit of work to do to make these roads absolutely clear, but they've still done a pretty darn good job overall. Hardest part about driving on roads like this, main lanes are all good, but when you start getting to the slush between the lanes, that's where a lot of times people lose control of their vehicles and end up in the ditch. It's just like hitting a brick wall sometimes. South side of the river here should have seen a little more snow. Hence the sign coming up here saying winter storm warning. That's why they're under the winter storm warning. Again, 4 to 6 inches was forecasted. I think we'll probably see the lower end of that scale. Coming up here on the Diffley, we're going to go into Diffley Road in Egan. Again, we are taking 35E southbound. We will take the exit for Cedar Avenue or 77 here and go into Apple Valley and see what it looks like down there. Incoming looks to be a MDOT plow clearing the far left lane going the opposite direction, northbound 35. About to go under Cliff Road now in Egan. We're now going to take that Cedar Avenue exit here for 77. See how these on-off ramps here look. Already seeing that it's kind of snow covered, at least this one going 77 Cedar Avenue North. Yeah, they still need to do some work on these on and off ramps, unfortunately. Hello everyone who's just joining us. We're in the Twin Cities area, on the south side of the Twin Cities, covering the morning commute here as an ongoing snowstorm's impacting the region. We have entered the Apple Valley, Minnesota area. Just got off of 35E southbound and about to jump on 77 or Cedar Avenue southbound. We'll be going into downtown Apple Valley. Roads overall look to be pretty good again. MDOT crews and county crews have done a good job of keeping up with the road conditions. Blessed to see two plows going northbound here on 77. That's snowplow gang on the left side there. That's how they keep these roads so nice, is that snowplow gang. That's 3 plows all the way across, making sure everything's clear. Looks like they got that car up the snowbank. There's this exit right here is where we saw a car this morning that was on top of that snowbank in the middle median there. If you missed that, you can go to the beginning of this video. It's probably 4 or 5 minutes in, or roughly speaking. You'll see the car parked sideways on top of that snowbank from this morning. Yeah, traffic is picking up a little bit here. It's about, it's getting in close to 10 a.m. local time here. We're trying to go into downtown Apple Valley. This area tends to get a little more congested. They're sticking out of the road there. Big old barb. As we get downtown here, you can see the roads get a little messier within town. Again, we're on Cedar Avenue and 140th now, going southbound into downtown Apple Valley. Looks like there is a plow, at least one plow up ahead of us, I believe. Oh, that might be a trash truck. Never mind. Coming up on County Road 42 here, starting to pass that. Take a pass through the side area here. See how these side roads are looking. Secondary roads are a little sloppy, looks like here, but overall not too bad here. Let's head over past this post office here. It'll be coming up here on the left. Again, we are in the Apple Valley, Minnesota area right now, on the southern end of the Twin Cities. They were in a winter storm warning, or we are under a winter storm warning. 4 to 6 inches of snow was roughly forecasted. I think we'll see the lower end of that, more towards the 4-inch mark. I was not able to make a measurement this morning before coming out, but it looks like we only had a few inches. Galaxy Avenue, about to cross Galaxy here. Overall, main drags do not look that bad. These secondary roads, though, definitely need some work, I'm sure. Crews will get to those later this morning, as they're focusing on making sure these main drags are all clear first. We are on 42 going east now in Apple Valley, heading towards Johnny Cake. Thanks, Graham. You have a great day as well. Looks like roads are becoming a little more dicey here. Oh, there's a bus that looks stuck. No, they're going around a car that's stalled out, it looks like. Oh, the truck. Coca-Cola truck stalled in the opposite direction. I'm going to assume this tow truck in front of us, this big guy here, is going to be coming for that Coca-Cola truck in the background. Yep, that's what I thought. Just turned his lights on. Looks like the truck broke down. Flip around here and help them out. See if I can add some extra lights. It's a busy little intersection. Since I have some flashing strobes on top of my car, I'm going to pull up here behind this truck and see if we can't get people directed around him. We'll give them a little more room. I'm going to help these guys out. I told that guy he can go ahead and go, and I'm going to pop in here behind into his spot just to give him a little more visibility. So sitting behind a Coca-Cola truck that broke down. They got a tow truck in the front trying to hook up and get him going here. He's absolutely dead, no lights, no nothing. So we're gonna sit here and just give him a little more visibility so no one hits him while they get hooked up. You'll see here on the left side coming up, 2 front loaders with plows for plowing the parking lots. For anyone wondering why we're sitting here, who's just joined us, Coca-Cola truck's broken down, has no lights, nothing. So we're gonna sit behind him and make sure no one hits him when he gets hooked up to a tow truck in front of him. We've got some strobes on top of our car, so have those on and helping give him a little extra visibility here. For anyone wondering, we are on 42 westbound, and Pilot Knob is the crossroad there at this intersection. Hope everyone's having a good morning so far today, this wonderful Thursday. Again, we are in the Apple Valley, Minnesota area. Winter storm's ongoing across the Twin Cities. I'm helping out a Coke truck here that's broken down. Curious for anyone's watching now, where are all you guys from? From the Twin Cities area? Or are you from other parts across the country? Sounded like they're getting close to done with getting this truck on the tow. We probably won't be sitting here too much longer, hopefully. Recommend if you're out driving around, put your phone down. Focus on the road. There's been a couple occasions in the few minutes we've been sitting here, I've been watching my rearview mirror, and I've noticed a few cars not paying attention at all to the fact that we're sitting in front of a semi with their lights on here. Got strobes at the top of my car, got my hazards on. We've got several cones behind my vehicle as well, and hazard signs, and plenty visible here now. They shouldn't be coming as close to the back end of our car as they are. It's a clear shot all the way from a quarter to half a mile down the road to where we are. Another reminder, if you're out driving around in snow, heavy rain, reduced visibility, turn your lights all the way on. The auto lights do not work. They will not turn on. If your wipers are on, your headlights should be on, because you can't see. It adds a lot more visibility to your vehicle, especially in reduced visibility conditions. Um, Manually turn your lights all the way on. While we continue to wait for this Coca-Cola truck to get hooked up to the tow truck. If you guys haven't yet, feel free to follow us on Facebook, Twitter. We also have an Instagram account. Follow our various social media accounts. We share photos and videos often on those platforms. Every once in a while we'll do a live stream like this. So feel free to follow us on our various social media accounts. Get the latest updates from our pages and our channels. If you haven't yet liked the video, please feel free to share it. It means a lot to us if you do. Feel free to leave a comment below. Curious as to where everyone's from this morning. While we sit here, if you want to check out some earlier parts of the video, we had towards the beginning of the video, around 5 minutes in. Wow, that van just cut off that bus. Wow. But what I was saying, if you want to see it's a little more action than us sitting here waiting for this truck to get towed. We're giving them some extra visibility here. You go around to about 5 minutes into the video, towards the beginning of the video, we have some clips of a car that it managed to park itself on top of a snowbank on the highway, sideways on the snowbank. So if you want to check that out, be my guest. There's also some clips in there of a few cars that have lost control and went into the ditch off the road. Probably about 10 minutes into the video or so. So some action there. We've also went and visited the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport from the viewing area. You can see some of that there towards the middle of the video. We started out in the Apple Valley area, went into the Eagan area, and then we went north to the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, and then we went off to the east into St. Paul, checked out the Capitol and the conditions downtown there. Now we're back in the Apple Valley, Minnesota area. Again, this Coca-Cola truck in front of us here is broken down, has no power, no nothing, has no hazards or any of that stuff, so we're sitting behind them. We've got some strobes at the top of our vehicle here, so we're giving them some extra visibility, and there's some cones behind our vehicle to make sure no one hits them while they get hooked up to a tow truck out in front of us here. Winter storm continues to work across the Twin Cities this morning here, where we're sitting in Dakota County. Winter storm warning is in effect. 4 to 6 inches of snow was forecasted. Again, I think we'll be on the lower end of that forecast. We'll have to see, though. I have not seen the latest snow reports from the area. To the north of that, north of the river, in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, winter weather advisory was in place. More to the 3 to 6, maybe 2 to 4 inch range was forecasted for that. Again, we're helping give this guy a little extra visibility while he hooks up this Coca-Cola truck so no one hits him. Something we will often do is if a car is disabled or stopped, we will stop and help them, make sure they have a little extra visibility. So many people do not pay attention while they're on the roads, distracted driving, whatnot. So some extra visibility, some extra help is always welcome. Yeah.
Cones are yours?
No, cones are not mine. Appears we are all wrapped up here. Said thank you for stopping, providing backup for him. We'll sit here just a little bit longer until he's actually good to go, and then we'll be on our way here. We're good to go. We're heading back westbound on 42 now. We were helping out this Coca-Cola truck that broke down, giving them a little extra visibility while they were hooking up a truck to a tow. He had no lights or any of that stuff, so we were giving them extra protection there. There's the truck. Tow company and the truck driver both said thank you for stopping. It's no problem. We often will, if there's a stranded vehicle or something like that, we will often stop and help out just to make sure that everyone's safe. So roads overall, though, this is in Apple Valley, south end of the Twin Cities. Roads are generally okay. It's still continuing to snow as this winter storm works through the area. The bulk of the snow should have already fallen during the early morning hours. Began about the midnight 1 a.m. time frame. The heaviest stuff working in between about that 1 to 5 a.m. time frame. This area was in a winter storm warning. 4 to 6 inches of snow roughly was forecasted. We'll probably see the lower end of that, lower end of those totals here across this area. In the north to the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. They're under winter weather advisory. 3 to 6 inches was forecasted for them. Again, they'll probably see the lower end of those totals. We are on westbound 42 in Apple Valley. This is Flagstaff Avenue here. Most main drags are in pretty good shape. Some of these side roads, even though it's considered a main drag, it's in okay shape. Looks like it needs to be plowed once again, but they're probably working on secondary roads, getting those cleared now. At least somewhat cleared. Highways, though, are all in good shape. No major issues there. If anything changes, we might do another live stream later today, but I think for now, I'm going to try and get back and get some breakfast. I have not eaten yet today, so thank you for everyone who joined us. Again, if you haven't yet, like and subscribe to our channel. We also have various social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Go ahead and follow us and like us there. We will post various photos and videos from there during inclement weather. Every once in a while we'll do a live stream like this. So please go ahead and follow us. Hit the notification button to get notifications whenever we do go live again. And thank you again for joining us this morning. This live stream will pop up later on if you want to watch the full thing. Again, earlier this morning we got some vehicles that were lost control in the slick conditions. We visited the airport, International Airport, and we also checked out St. Paul, downtown St. Paul, the Capitol, and stuff like that. Again, thank you again for joining us. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and hopefully we'll see you again on another one of our live streams. Thank you.